Okay, so first thing first, you cut out your desired neckline. After cutting it, me, I'm using V for the front and C cut or U cut for the back, alright? So you fold it. So and pin it for proper arrangement, alright? So the next thing I did was to iron my damask because I'm using damask here. Some people use ashoke, why some people use crepe, but I'm using damask. I fold my damask into two, I ironed it. So I'm using 1 yard of damask actually. So after ironing it properly, so I laid it on my main material, my main fabric, and I pinned it together just like this. So pin it together just like this. So after pinning it just like this, I the next thing I did, like I want to do is to get my length measurement. So what I did here was to check my shoulder, the part I used as my shoulder. So I have to trace it out on the damask also. So I put my tape right on it, the shoulder, then I measured it to my desired length. So after measuring it to my desired length, I used my curve ruler because it's not a straight V. So I used my curve ruler to slightly curve it. So that's a shoulder. I used a colored chalk, so I slightly shock it so it won't be too so it will be too obvious. So after that, I ruled out the neck design, all right? The next thing I did was to get the back length of the material. So I measured 5 inches after I already cut out my neck. So from that neck, I measured down 5 inches. So I joined it together. Now I started cutting. Please don't cut your material with the damask because me, I lift it up a little bit so I can cut only the damask out. Please don't cut your material together with it. So the next thing I did, I was like, I removed it. So it's going to, this is how it's going to look like. This is how it looks like. So what I did now next is to notch it, to notch the shoulder. So right from this V, I went down 10 inches on the damask. So from this my V neck that I've already cut it, so I went down 10 inches. That's how long I want the mask to be on the dress. So yours might be shorter or longer. So depends on how you want it. So this is how it's going to look like. I actually notched the shoulder part I measured earlier on the damask. I notched it because it will be needed later. So this is how it's going to look like. I did remove the neck for a purpose. So the next thing I did was to iron my damask fabric. And for structure, I used a light paper stay. This is a light paper stay, guys. So I gave it a very proper ironing. Then I got my stay on it on a medium heat because it's very light. It could get burned easily. So after that, I have to trim it out. So the next thing I did was to shred any gum. I cut any gum into tiny pieces to fold the edge round for neatness. So I fold the edge round like this. And this is how it looks finally, guys. So you place it on your fabric like this. So you arrange it, you set it very well. Where you shocked as the shoulder have to be on the shoulder of your clothes because the damask is not going to have joining. So there will not be joining on the damask. So you arrange it properly. That's why the shocking and the notching is very, very important so that you won't place it wrongly. So this is how it looks like. So the next thing you're going to do is to join it round. So please arrange it very well. See, I make sure that it is well properly placed. before joining it. I even have to pin it all together so it won't be misplaced. Look at the shoulder I was talking about. So the shoulder have to be on the shoulder of the cloth, and the center part of the damask have to be at exactly the center part of the cloth. So and will be joined together. So after joining it, I cut out the neck, and I cut a piece of cloth for turning over. So I've already cut out the neck, then I placed a piece of cloth on it for turning it over. And this is how I'm going to sew it all around like this, and this is how. So this is the final result, guys. So after turning it over, I fold the edge like this, and after folding the edge, I'll be using Emi gum to finish it because I don't want sewing to be on the damask on the design outside. So this is Emi gum. I'll be placing Emi gum in between it and give it a very nice pressing. And this is how it looks finally.